Hey, what's going on, guys? It is August Young at DocSports.com. Free baseball play here, Friday, May 9th. We're looking at the Milwaukee Brewers, the Tampa Bay Rays. Coming off a premium 3-0 sweep in baseball last night. You can see here, $1,200. Baseball really picking up over $3,000 run the last 11 days. For those of you who were around last season, you'll remember we had like a $16,000+ run for like 6 months to end the season last season. So, bit reminiscent of then, perhaps. So let's keep it going with the premium best bets, which are always available at docsports.com. Head on over to DocSports. You can also go to docsports.com/free 60 to get a free $60 account. And if you don't want to do that, there is a link down below in the description to get that free $60. All right, so here we go with the Brewers and the Rays. One of the premium plays yesterday was fading the Rays. We had Philadelphia in that game. Awesome to get a comeback win. It's hard to get a bunch of them. You see Philadelphia put 8 in the 8th. Sorry, they put 3 runs in the 8th, 1 in the 9th, 2 in extras. Nice comeback win. So we swept the board 3-0. This Tampa Bay Rays team, they're starting to struggle again. Prior to that, they managed to win the series against the Yankees, but they lost 3 straight at home to Kansas City for the home reverse sweep, and then they just got swept here by the Phillies. They're going to really want to get a win for the home crowd here. 9-16 at home. This game's around a pick'em. The Brewers 7-12 on the road, better on the season at 19-19. Although I will say the Brewers, currently the status of Contreras is questionable, as you can see there. They didn't have Contreras yesterday, and they lost 9-1. Rough game for them. Prior to that, they had won 3 straight. They had won 3 here as well. So what's that? They've won 6 of their last 10. Not too bad for Milwaukee. One thing I will say when it comes to these two teams, so both pitchers have been struggling. You look at the Brewers with Jose Quintana. He has a 2.83 ERA, but his xERA, which is great, by the way, but his xERA is 4.22. His percentile rankings are pretty rough as well. Zach Littell, also some pretty bad percentile rankings. I do like here the walk percentage, though. If you look at his walk rate, it's actually very good. His control's been fine. His ERA is up at 4.61, though. xERA 5.21. Now, you have to keep things in mind, though, that the regression looks like it's more likely due on the side of Quintana. The fact that he is down here with his best ERA of his career at the moment. But I don't know if that's going to last. You know, he's 36 years of age, still a fairly small sample with his pitch count. I think eventually he's going to start to struggle, but, you know, we shall see. As mentioned, they are without Contreras. Well, questionable. He may not play in this game. When we pull up the market, I also noticed something interesting. You have at some of these these books in red here are kind of like the sharper PPH, not that known places. And the Rays are the team that are getting the juice. If you look, the reduced side is on the Brewers at this time. Now, the reason that matters, most people can't bet at these spots, right? Most of you watching don't have access to these accounts, and you're going to be betting at a place like FanDuel. You look at FanDuel, you don't want to be laying -108 on the side of the Brewers if you like them, when you know that there's like -102 out there. There's even some even money at some spots. Even here at Phoenix, there's even money. You don't want to be laying extra than what other sharp bettors are laying off, if that makes sense. So we have these prices here, which are available in market. No one at this time is taking them, so you don't want to go and lay a worse price than that. You're really starting to jump the market if you think that. Now, I think the Rays are probably the side here, based on just public sentiment and the way that they're perceived in market. And if you look at strength of schedule, they have played the toughest strength of schedule, 7th toughest. The Brewers haven't had the easiest run either, 11th toughest strength of schedule. But, you know, just the fact that the Rays have lost now, what is it, 6 straight at home, or did they lose prior to that? They lost 3 there, 3, 7 straight at home. They won against the Yankees here, but then look, it's just been a really rough run, and that isn't something that is going to continue, especially for a team that has some decent bats. I mean, nothing amazing, but they have the ability to put up runs. If you look here too, they are the better offense from a WRC plus standpoint. You got Milwaukee. They rank 9th. They got a 90 WRC plus. Basically, 100 is the league average, so they're 10% below league average here. This is quite a predictive offensive metric for their team. Brewers are 10% below. The Rays are only 4% below. I do think that they are the better offense long term. I think they're going to get to Quintana. As I said, I can expect him to regress here. So for me, based on that and the market, as I'm saying, we have, some sharper books up at -110 here. I think if you can pick up a cheap price on the Rays, I think you're good to go. There's a -102 here. Anything below -110, I'm okay with, and there is plenty of that available. Um, we should also note too, I did see this earlier that it was, where are we? South Point here. They also have a, yeah, a shade towards Tampa. So yeah, you also have the sharp line over here at -112. I think -110 or lower on the side of the Rays. I think they finally get a home win here and they get it done. That is going to be the free selection. Going to have a lot of free videos coming today. My best bets, as mentioned, are available at Doc Sports, docsports.com/free60, or the link below for that free $60 account. Thank you guys for watching. I'll be back soon. This is August Young, Doc Sports.